right, so let's talk about the definition of the scale. Now, you might hear people talking about, oh, this song is in key of E flat major, A flat major, G minor, C sharp, whatever, minor or whatnot. All it's saying is that that's the context in which you will find this music in. Now, there are hundreds of scales. All we're going to worry about are major scales. That's it. So, when you're talking about major scales, now you have one note that you start on and you end on that same note octave above or octave below, to create this context. And the combination of notes, or rather the relationship of each and every note to that first note, will create certain sound, certain context. That's how you know that this is a major scale. So, if I'm playing on my guitar and playing a C major scale, I would start with a C. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. If I'm playing it on playing a G major scale, it's the same sound. I'm just starting at a different spot. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, and I can continue on. That combination of sound or notes create a major scale. Again, it is all about the context. So whatever letter scale, it's saying that you get to start, or rather have a home in that note. If I'm playing a C sharp major scale, the home note, the center note is C sharp. If I'm playing an E flat major scale, the home note, or the center of the note would be an E flat, and everything else, all the notes are constructed or they're aligned so that you would create that same sound based on that first note. Okay? So here are a few things that you need to know and understand before we can continue on. First and foremost, you need to understand that there is a staff. And for right now, we're just going to deal with a treble clef. When you have a treble clef on a staff, this note, this treble clef is known as a G clef. That's only because it defines where G is. So this note right here is a G. Okay? And in music, all you need to know are from A through G. A, B, C, D, E, F, and then G. Now, once you're done with G, you get to start all over. A, B, C, D, dot, dot, dot. And if you want to go below that, A, G, F, E, dot, 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 and so forth. You can continue on and on and on. But it's the context that you're figuring out. If this is G, what you need to know is that when I go up or down by one step, so I'm right here at G, right? If I go up by one step, I get to move this way. If I go down, I get to move this way. And we get to alternate between line, space, and so forth. So if that's a G, that's an A. B, C, D, E, F, G. Simple enough, right? G, if I'm going down, again, we're alternating back and forth, line, space, line, space. So if I'm going down by one step this way on the music, then I get to move to my left. So G, so this is an F, E, D. We're going beyond that step, so we get to extend that line. That's a C, B, A, G, and so forth. Okay? So that's one thing that you need to know. Second thing that you need to know are these two signs, sharp and flat. This is not hashtag, this is a sharp, okay? And the way that I remember sharp, anything that's sharp, it's pointy, so you get to point up. Flat, things that are flat are really flat. It's low. So it makes a note to go down by a half step. And I'll be talking about half steps on our next segment. But that's all you need to know. Sharp will make things go up by a half step. Flat will make things go down by a half step. So if I have a C, again, this is G, up one, A, B, C. That's a C natural, or just simple C. If I were to add a sharp, that is now a C sharp. C sharp. Notice how it's backwards, right? C, D, E, right? So if I put a flat sign, that's now an E flat.